Hello and welcome to the Midweek Kedchup. How's everybody doing, man? Oh, quarantine life. Ain't nothing like it. So, I want to talk about, something that has been, it's probably a little late in this series to kind of just bring up board games, but I figured what the heck, I might as well because I'm having a good time playing them recently. Um, I want to know, I actually want to know in the comments down below, would you let me know if you guys have been playing board games, let me know what some of your favorites are. I'm going to show off a couple of mine, and I, I, I don't know. I want some way that like maybe when we get back to normal, or if not, if any of you guys have the computer game tabletop simulator, maybe we can play something while we're still in quarantine. I don't know, but reach out to me. All of you have to have my number at this point, and maybe we can get something going on right now. But I got three games that I want to give a special shout out to, and just kind of say that like when we go back to church, when and I don't know when that's going to happen, but when we go back, one of the things I kind of want to do is I want to have a tabletop night. I want to have a night where we have some of our favorite board games, and that's kind of like where we, spend our time. Just to kind of do something fun, just to do something fun together. So let me give a couple of shout outs to ones that maybe you've heard of, maybe not. Two of which you probably haven't heard of, and one hopefully you have. So I have two that I want to show you off to you guys that you've probably never heard of. The first one is called Death Battle. And I don't know why I'm showing you the logo. It's probably going to end up looking backwards, so what to do for that. But it's based off of the YouTube channel where they put two characters in fiction, whether it's comic books, movies, stuff like that. They even do like video game stuff, and they pit them against each other. Some of my favorite ones are they do a bunch of like DC versus Marvel stuff. They've done Goku versus Superman. They've done the recent one that they just did was they had a character from the Star Wars series and the Naruto series, so they even go into like pop culture and anime. But it's a lot of fun where you have weapons, armor, and skills, and you're basically going up against your opponent and just outthinking them and getting the most amount of different kinds of dice. And I don't know. I really enjoy it. It's one of those things that like Lori and I have been into ever since we got the box. It's got a lot of really, it's got like a bunch of like colored dice that all do different things. I'm kind of a dice guy, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where I like all the pretty colors, basically. The second one I want to talk to you guys about is Villainous. Again, it's going to end up looking backwards, but this is like one of my favorite games right now. This is something that like has been eating away at most of my time, just because they have all the different types of villains in Disney lore. In fact, this is just the beginner box. There are expansions. There are 3 expansions. So now there's probably close to, 3, 6. So there's 15 characters out right now, and this box only covers about 6 of them. But I have all the expansions, and Lori and I have been going back and forth. We've been doing like Hades, Cruella de Vil, Jafar, Captain Hook, and you get to play as these villains and to complete their goal. Sometimes it's to defeat the main character, or maybe it's just getting getting the lamp to the Sultan's palace for Jafar. It is an amazing game. The thing is that it's not. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. You're trying to do something by yourself. It's a little bit of solitaire and a little bit of messing with your opponent. When we get back to normal, there will be a table full of Villainous, and we will have a class on how to play this game with you guys. But a game that I think most of you already know, and I'm glad for it, and we definitely need to do this when we go back, is Settlers of Catan. My goodness. the reason why I haven't been putting as much time into this quarantine is that you got to have at least 3 players so that you can trade some of your cards with. And it's mostly been Lori and I, unless we go over to Oak Hill and we play with some of her family there. And then when we do, it is just this riot of laughter and good times. I love Settlers of Catan, Villainous, and Death Battle. Those have been some of my favorite things that I've been doing here. And during this time of quarantine, hopefully you guys have been playing with your family. Hopefully you guys are, really enjoying, the times where you get to spend with your family. So in the comments down below, if you comment your favorite board game and why, we will put your name into the drawing for the prize at the end of the week in additional time. So all you got to do is do your challenges, and then you're in. And then if you put your favorite board game and why, you will have an additional entry into that drawing. That's kind of been what's going on with me lately. Everything's kind of fine. One of the things that I was talking to Pastor John a little while ago, and I don't want to put a downer on this video because I still want to keep it up, but this is the Midweek Ketchup, and I want you to know what's going on with me. And one of the things he asked was, like, how's my walk with God? And I was talking about how sometimes my walk with God kind of feels like a Zoom call, where it's like we talk, but we're still distant. And I kind of meant that as a joke at the time, but now it kind of feels like, no, that is kind of how it is. Sometimes God can feel distant. Sometimes it doesn't feel like he's here with us when you want to talk. And you're getting in the Word, and maybe you're still praying, but sometimes that connection still doesn't feel the way that you think it should. And I just want to encourage you in this time that that's perfectly normal. This is a lot of weirdness going on, and if you feel like God's being distant, he's not. I think a lot of us are just kind of feeling the pressure of the quarantine at this time, feeling the pressure of this weirdness all going on. So know that God is close, and continue to talk, continue to walk with God, continue to just, I don't know. I don't want to say things like new normal, but just kind of embrace this. Embrace this time. One of my favorite things from the beginning is don't wish it away. And we have so much to learn, we have so much to do, and I think that if we really take control of this time and we embrace it, instead of just complaining about it, I think we can get a lot more out of it than we can really think. So, with all that being said, bless you guys, comment your board games, and I'll see you next week.